Shalom, and welcome to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul, your Biblical Hebrew podcast. Shalom, and welcome to our Biblical Hebrew podcast. Today I wish to speak about the Hebrew word for gold. The Hebrew word for gold is zahav. Zahav. The word zahav is written in 3 letters. Zayin, He, Bet. Zayin equals 7, He equals 5. Together they make 12. And Bet has the volume of 2, so together they make the volume of 14. 14 is an interesting number because it reflects the relation because 14 in digits we write 1 and then 4. 1 on the left and then 4 on the right. And 14 in a way reflects the relation between the source, which is 1, and the 4, which reflects the expression of the source in space and time. Like we have in our own hand, we can look into our right hand and see the 1, the thumb, the source, and the expansion of the 1, the 4 fingers, and then we have one hand. Now, the word zahav in Hebrew is divided into 2 parts. Ze, hav. Ze in Hebrew, Zayin, He, 7, 5, is this. And hav, He, Bet, 5, 2, is give. In other words, zahav is a reflection of the 2 words zehav, this give me, or this I want, this is what I want. In the same manner, we can ask, what is the meaning of the golden calf? Why people say silence is golden? Why in the Middle Ages people try to convert every metal into gold? If we don't relate to gold as physical metal, but as an idea of this is what I want. And how does the sun relates to gold? And how is the name of God in a way reflected by the word gold, zahav in Hebrew? Since the volume of the word zahav is 14, and 14 we write 1 and then afterwards 4, and the 1 is the source and the 4 is the expansion of the source in space and time. In the same manner, the sages look at the name of God, the Tetragrammaton. When the source is like the tip of the first letter of the name. In the name of the Tetragrammaton, we have 4 letters. Yod, He, Vav, He. 4 letters. The first letter of the name is Yod. The sages say that the tip of the Yod, the first movement that we do even on air before we touch with the ink on a page, this sparks that comes from nowhere, from air, not even is reflected in a form or on a white page, is the spark. This is the tip of the Yod. It comes from nowhere. And this is the source. And then from this movement in the air, before we put our hand on a page with an ink or with a pen, with pencil, this movement that comes from nowhere. And then we put our hand and then we draw the letter Yod. And then we draw the letter He, which is the second letter. And then we draw the letter Vav, which is the third letter. And then we draw the letter He, which is the fourth letter. So in this manner, we can see how the 4 letters of the Tetragrammaton expand from this source, from this spark that comes from the infinite. So in a way, if we want, we can see how the word gold, in Hebrew zahav, reflects by its volume the expansion of the name of God, the Tetragrammaton that comes from nothing. This is why everybody wishes to have gold, the golden rush, not just for the metal to be rich, but think about this concept behind the metal sparkling component, and how in the Middle Ages people were fascinated by alchemistry, to bring every metal that exists and to convert it into gold. So chemists sat in their labs trying to make chemical experiment about different metals, but think about the idea of to turn every metal into gold. It means to bring every metal to the source, to the name of God, to the Tetragrammaton, to its source. This is the thought behind it. Even if the people that were dealing with it in their labs were not aware of this, was in the back of their mind. Because in the back of people's mind is always one thought. It's the first thought, to benefit and to bestow. So this was our little conversation today about the word gold in Hebrew and its meaning, its hidden meaning. Wishing you a beautiful day and wonderful week.
Thank you for listening to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to hear more about a certain topic, just write us an email to hebrew@learnoutlive.com. We are always happy to hear from you. For more episodes, videos, and articles like this, please visit our website at hebrew.learnoutlive.com. We also would like to invite you to join our live classes. Just search for Online College of Biblical Hebrew on Facebook and start learning now with students from all over the world. Koltuv and Shalom.